Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Alex coming at y'all with a brand new video. And as you guys can see here, we are back with the small forwards tier list. So if you guys are excited, please drop a like on the video down below, as well as that sub button. We're on the road to 5.2K. We're getting real close to it. So please, if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Would really help me out. Also, just realized this says N, not A+ tier. So let's fix that real quick. But we've done the centers and the power forwards tier list, so now we are here with the small forwards tier list. Again, this one I had to go through and make myself, so there may be some ones that are missing in here, but it is what it is. There's a lot of nice cards in here, a lot of new ones as well. I think there's a lot of really good options. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into it. We're starting off with the first card, which is Galaxy Opal Grant Hill, and at this point in the year, there's no point to pick him up. I mean, there's going to be very few cards, I think, that are going to be on these low tiers at the small forward list, but I'm going to start off by throwing Grant Hill at the D tier. He's just so outdated. The badges just don't add up. His animations just aren't good. He doesn't dribble well. He doesn't shoot well. It's a sad fact, but they need to upgrade Grant Hill. Another guy they need to upgrade on here, actually these first three guys all need upgrading, and it is Dominique Wilkins. The reward for finishing 1,000 wins on triple threat offline, I went ahead and got him myself, and honestly, he used to be amazing at the 2, a nice slasher and a nice, defender, but he really doesn't provide anything for you anymore. He's kind of just there. I have a diamond contract on him, and I just use him to take up a spot on the roster with a diamond contract. He's not worth it. It's sad because I was really excited for this card, and obviously I spent a lot of time getting him. So he, again, needs upgrading. Another card that needs upgrading, throwing him in the D tier, is a Pink Diamond Jalen Rose. This is a card that actually could have been insane because he was a small forward PG, and he would have been the first, 6-7 PG that would have been crazy. But by the time we got him, he was already outdated because he has no Hall of Fame badges. His jump shot is slow and really just not that great. And his dribbling animations are just mediocre at best. I don't want to hate too much on this Jalen Rose card, but he's just not all that, man. All three of these cards need an upgrade. It's just a fact. We need them better, basically. Next, we have Scottie Pippen, who we're going to talk about him as if it is his Galaxy Opal version. And honestly, I think he's a very solid card, nice in the A tier. His jumper still is a little slow. His dribbling animations aren't bad, but they're not great, and he does still have steady shooter, I'm pretty sure, on gold, which it's gonna hurt. I got close to finishing off the Galaxy Opal Scottie Pippen Evo, but he's really just, he's not worth the time that it takes. But either way, he's still a good card when you do get him evoed up nonetheless. Next, we have Julius Erving, who personally, at the small forward tier, I think is an A+ tier card because he's only 6'6", so he's a little bit undersized. But when it comes to, if you were to run him at the shooting guard, I think he's S+ tier. This card is great, amazing jump shot, great animations. He can tug over everybody. He's absolutely amazing. Super, super nice card. Next, we have Shawn Marion, who I'm also going to throw in the D tier. I think he's slightly above Jalen Rose, but Shawn Marion's basically call to fame is his amazing defense, and he doesn't even have clamps on this pink diamond card. Shawn Marion does not have gold clamps. His jump shot, because of his weird and super awkward jump shot, is really easy to block. There's no point in the card whatsoever. He's just not very great, not very good. So there's really no point in the card. Next, we actually have Pink Diamond Brent Barry, another card who's a little bit outdated. I think he's a little bit better than Shawn Marion, but he has a slow jumper. He's super outdated stats and badge wise. He's just really not worth it at all. Some of the spotlights that you don't want to do. Next, we have my boy, one of my favorite cards in the game, Diamond Lamar Odom, who at small forward, at power forward is absolutely insane for budgets. He's not really that good anymore because, again, he's outdated. He came out a while ago, but I still think he fits nice and solid in the B tier category. He's 6'10", has great size. He can shoot the ball well, play good defense, rebound well, and finish inside well. Got a decent post game. So I think he's one of the few cards that still is in the middle tier category, but we for sure need an upgraded Pink Diamond or Galaxy Opal Lamar Odom, and I would pay racks for that. Next, we have the New Year's resolution Hedo Turkoglu. We're going to be talking about him at Diamond, but I think even this Hedo is an A tier category card. Absolutely great. He can shoot the ball well, great dribbling animations. I actually prefer this release over the base 11 release that the Opal has. That could be just something that I personally believe, but I think he's great. I think he's an amazing, amazing card. It's still pretty worth it. Oh, sorry, I was yawning. I'm still very close to when I woke up. Next, we have the pink diamond Richard Jefferson, who has a very slow release, but still can play some good defense, still can play make pretty well, and do everything that you really need this card to do. So I think he's still a solid B tier category card, but there for sure, and I mean for sure, are some better options out there. Next, we have the pink diamond Carmelo Anthony, who obviously has a Galaxy Ball version, which is a little bit later. But I still think this pink diamond Carmelo is an A tier category card. He can shoot the ball well, play great defense, and really just plays the 3-and-D role that you need well. Got a good jump shot, got some dribbling animations. Great card. And Kawhi Leonard also is fitting in this A tier category. I think both of these are actually better than Scottie. But the main claim to fame for Kawhi is at the 2. This pink diamond Kawhi is insane. His jump shot is just good. His dribbling animations are great. And obviously the defense is there with Kawhi. We need a new Galaxy Opal Kawhi. And whenever we get that card is going to be S+ tier category. Easy. Like, ain't no way Kawhi isn't going to be top tier. But still a great card nonetheless. Something that you can still score pretty well with and do pretty well with. But, you know, not the greatest. Still not the top tier. Next, we have pink diamond Brandon Ingram, and again, I've shared my thoughts about Brandon Ingram before. I think he's better suited as a power forward, but this is his moment, his more outdated card, and I think he's good. But again, I'm personally not a fan of his jump shot, so I'm going to have to rank him pretty low. That's it. It is what it is. You know, he's good, but at this point, he's a little bit outdated. Still could be great. But personally, I'm just not a fan of his animations really at all. Next, we have pink diamond Jimmy Butler, who has a great size at 6'8", but I don't know what it was. I just hated his dribbling animations, like absolutely hated his dribbling animations. I know a lot of people love him, but personally, I'm gonna throw him at B tier. I do think he's better at the shooting guard as well, but personally, I'm not feeling the dribbling animations. They just felt slow, they felt clunky, and they just didn't feel like something that I really wanted on my team to use, so I sold him, I think, right after I did my gameplay. Next, we have the Ruby Derrick Jones Jr. Not exactly sure why I threw him in here. He's pretty mediocre, pretty middle tier. Throw him into the C tier category. He can play great. For budget options, he's probably up there in A+ tier, but in the general scope of things, he's definitely lower. Next, we have KD, easy S+ tier. KD can literally just do everything. A great card overall. Absolutely insane. Next, we have the pink diamond Chris Middleton, who fits firmly into the A tier category. He's just so good at 3-and-D, and I actually kind of like his release that I think he's got to be A tier. I mean, his defense is great. His shooting ability is great. Overall, just a great card. Next, we have the diamond Kelly Oubre Jr., who I think as a card overall is probably more of a B tier category card. But his value, I think, will throw him up higher into the B tier, maybe even the A tier. He is a good budget card. Obviously, I don't rank budget, cards too high because they have to be really insane for that. I don't want budget value to taint my list too much, but I will throw him up there. He's got a great release and some good animations, but I think he's just a little bit outdated, a little bit, not too much. Next, we have the pink diamond buddy Hield, who as a card in general, I love. One of the best shooters in the game. At shooting guard is great, but at the small forward, he's not very good. He's 6'4". That is super undersized for the small forward, but if you want him at the 2, throw him up in like A+ tier. This card is a green bean machine. But at small forward, I'm going to have to rank him pretty low, to be honest. Next, we have this pink diamond Jason Tatum. I'm throwing him in C tier as well. I'm pretty sure this is the one that still has steady shooter. If it is, then definitely throwing him in C tier. And if it's not, then I'm incorrect, then we could throw him up into the A tier as well. But I'm pretty sure this one just does not have the greatest of shooting stats. I also really don't like Jason Tatum's release. It's not like it's a bad release. I personally just don't like it. It just looks weird and it's awkward, and I just can't green it very well. That's just me. But again, it is what it is. Next, we have Galaxy Opal Andrei Kirilenko, who in the beginning when he first came out, I would have had S+ tier. I absolutely love him, but I'm going to have to put him down to A+ tier. I've realized eventually, you know, that gold quick draw on base 11, just, it's not it. Base 11's way too slow to only have a gold quick draw on. Needs Hoff, but his defense is some of the best in the game. He can still play make with the best of them. He can finish great. He's got a good post game, got great animation still besides the jump shot. So he still firmly holds that A+ tier. Next, we have Diamond Toni Kukoc, who solidly fits into the B tier category. He's 6'10", can play great. I think he maybe works better as a power forward because he's so tall and a little bit slow, but still a great card and absolutely love him. Next, we have Pink Diamond John Havlicek, who again I'm going to throw into the B tier. Is great as a budget card in general. One of the better budget cards actually in my opinion, but fits better at the 2 guard, a little bit undersized for the 3. But I love his shooting ability and I love his defense. So if you guys need a budget too, I'd definitely pick up that John Havlicek. Next, we have the Pink Diamond Carmelo Anthony. Gonna throw him in S+ tier. I think he's a great card. I mean, what do you not love? I love Carmelo's animations and release this year. I know it's different, and I know it maybe isn't as good as it previously was, but I still love this Carmelo Anthony card. Next, we have Pink Diamond Kevin Durant. I'm going to throw him 2 tiers below his Galaxy Opal and throw him into A+. Obviously, it's still Kevin Durant. He still has the great size, the great animations. Just stats just aren't as good, and the badges aren't as good, so we're going to throw him a little bit below. Next, we have Galaxy Opal James Worthy, who when he first came out definitely was an S+ tier, but again, the whole gold base 11 thing really gets to me, and I really just don't like it anymore. I feel like it really needs to be Hoff, and that's why these base 11 cards are getting ranked lower than maybe I would normally, so we're going to throw him into S tier. I think defensive-wise, badge-wise, everything screams S tier, but I just can't S+ tier. I just can't put him up there with the gold quick draw on base 11. It's just too slow, and we need that quick release. And next, we have Galaxy Opal Josh Smith, who personally I think is an S+ tier card. I mean, he can do everything that these guys can, just play great defense. He can shoot the ball well. I love his finishing ability with some clean animations. He's got nice, easy, quick animations that get in there. And this Josh Smith card is a card that I literally run in like every single game that I possibly can, because he's just such a nice glue guy and can do everything so well for you that he's honestly becoming slowly my favorite token reward. He's still slightly behind Zach LaVine, but he is so good. Next, we have the Pink Diamond RJ Barrett. I'm going to throw him in S tier. I love his jump shot. Seriously, probably the most green light jump shot I have used. He's better at the 2 guard, but he has 6'7" size, so he can still play the 3 very well. And the only reason I don't like him at the 3 as much is just because he has only got 70 interior defense, which still is fine. You can still do work with it. You can still do everything fine. You know, RJ Barrett, great card. Play defense, shoot 3 ball, finish inside. Absolutely insane. I absolutely love this card. Next, we have the Amethyst Otto Porter. And I feel like with Otto Porter and this Trevor Ariza, they're both 3 and D cards. Nice little Amethyst. Really good to fit in basically any squad if you're at that Amethyst tier. But I think in the general scope of things, we're going to throw them in the B tier. They're good, but, you know, they could be a little bit better. Maybe if they were diamonds, 2K would have thrown, you know, maybe 10 extra Hoff badges on each one and they'd be great. But they're really just solid 3 and D options that you kind of just want as glue guys on your team, which isn't a knock on them at all. Like, really. Next, we have Kevin Porter Jr., who I'm going to throw in A tier. Now, for everybody that's going to come take their pitchforks and knives and come at me because Kevin Porter is so far down, this is the small forwards tier list. I don't like a 6'6" small forward. As a shooting guard, S tier. As a small forward, A tier. Okay? As a small forward, being so undersized, it's just really not worth it, especially if people are running guys like, you know, KD or Josh Smith against you who have like 6'9" size and are just tall as hell. Kevin Porter Jr. is going to get popped. It's tough, but that's just how it is. It'd be like that. Next, we have Cameron Reddish, who everybody knows. I absolutely love this card. I tell everybody to get this card if they need a nice 2 guard. But we're talking about the small forwards list, so I'm going to put him right there with Kevin Porter Jr. because he's 6'8", has great size, but his interior defense and strength are really low. So playing at 3, you can get guys, again, like AK, Josh Smith, James Worthy, KD, who are just going to pup you down low, can get easy post scores on you. So as a small forward, he's not the greatest, but still is a good option. Like, still one that you definitely could use very well. Next, we have the Diamond Jingles. I think he's low B tier. His release, for me, is still very money, but it's really awkward and weird. It's hard to get off. It's a little bit slow. He's still a great card. Can play good defense. Can play make well. Can finish pretty well as well. But with that jump shot, I think a lot of people are going to be straight away from him. So personally, that's just me. Next, we have Joe Harris. I'm going to throw him in C tier. I hate his jump shot. Like, I really hate his jump shot, and he doesn't really provide too much else. Can play some okay defense. Can play make, finish okay, but really was there to be a shooter, and he's just he's not the best at that. Next, we have Will Barton. I think he's a pretty good card, but still B tier category. He's just, again, another one of those cards that can do a little bit of everything, but maybe isn't insane at everything. Next, we have the pink diamond glitched Ben Wallace. Easy S+ tier for me. I love his jump shot. It is so easy to green. He plays some of the best defense you'll ever find on a card and can finish great if you throw a jobbing dunk shoe on him. Only thing he really can't do is play in the post and have a high strength, which is weird because it's Ben Wallace. That makes sense, right? But he's still a great card. One of the best shooters I've ever used. Absolutely love him. Super, super nice card. And it's really everything that I wish AK had as a jump shot with the same defense. So there's that. Next, we have Pink Diamond Andrew Wiggins. I was really excited for this card. And as a 2 guard, I think maybe I'd throw him into A tier. But as a 3, I would probably throw him at B tier. He still has great size. Can still play make pretty well. I think I remember him having a really bad behind the back and a bad hezzy. And as a lot of people know, those are crucial for how I play my game. So gonna have to throw him down there. Next, we have Brent Barry, who as a 3 and D card option at the 2 would probably be A+ tier, if I'm being honest. But at the small forward, a little bit undersized, I'm going to throw him at the A tier category. And again, I don't put too much value into the budget-ness of cards, so I'm going to have to throw him in A. He's just a great 3 and D option. Probably one of the better 3 and D options that you can get in as a budget. Definitely one of the better options. Next, we have Thon Maker. I'm going to throw in the S+ tier category. I mean, even though his better position is PG, if you run Thon Maker at the small forward, he's a 7-foot small forward with one of the best jump shots in the game, some of the best defense in the game, some of the best playmaking in the game, and some of the best finishing in the game, with some of the best animations. Like, Thon Maker probably is the best small forward and the best PG in the game, the best card in general in the game. Like, what do you not love about this Thon Maker card? It's absolutely insane. Next, with Hedo Turkoglu, great card, but again, I have to knock him down a peg because of the gold quick draw base 11. He would be an S tier category, but if he had his release, honestly, that he had on this, this normal Hedo, I honestly feel like I would have ranked him higher into the S+ tier category. I personally, I just don't like base 11 this year. It's just not, it's not my alley. It's just not what I like. So I'm going to have to knock him down a peg. If you guys still think he's S+ tier category, I really love him, I apologize. I just think he gets knocked down a peg for it. Next, we have Luol Deng. I hate this card's jump shot. He plays good defense, but I cannot get over his jumper. So I'm throwing him into the C+ tier category. I mean, the C tier category. I cannot, and I mean I cannot get over how bad his jump shot is. Next, we have the Diamond Nicholas Batum, who honestly is like high A+ tier category. If you guys haven't picked up Nicholas Batum, pick him up. He's super cheap, super budget. He's 6'9" and can play the small forward and the 2 guard. He has great shooting, great playmaking, great finishing, and great defense. So Nicholas Batum honestly is a really slept on option that is better than a lot of normal cards. And as a shooting guard, I probably would put him up in S or S+ tier. Like, this card is being super slept on. Gotta check him out if you guys haven't. He is so nice. Next, we have Kevin Knox and Mikal Bridges. Honestly, both of these guys are pretty similar. They just are pretty good. I think I rank Miles Bridges just a little bit ahead of Kevin Knox, but they're very similar cards. They can shoot the ball pretty well, play some okay defense, finish inside not too bad. Kind of just like 3 and D specials with a little bit of playmaking. Nothing too crazy. Next, we have Justice Winslow, who is a little bit undersized at small forward at 6'7", and we're talking a little bit undersized, like an inch or two. But if you're in a PG, I honestly probably would throw him in like the A+ to S+ tier category, or S tier category. But I think as a small forward, it still is great. Nice A tier option. Not bad at all. Absolutely love this card. Next, we have Rick Fox. And if we're taking budgetness into account, S+ tier or S tier, because, I mean, he's free. But not the greatest of cards, honestly, in the general scope of things. Again, he's great because he's a free card, but, I mean, he's really nothing too special. For the Lakers fans, he's great, but, again, nothing amazing. Next, we have Galaxy Chris Mullin. I'm going to throw him in the S tier category, maybe even just the A+ tier category. You know, I'm tossing in between balls. I'm not really sure which one I want, high A+ or the S tier. We'll have to see. But great, one of the best 3-and-D options. Actually, you know what? I think he's better at the 2 guard, so I'm going to put him into the A+ tier category. I think as a small forward, again, 6'7", slightly undersized, but at a 2 guard is great size and can play great there. So I think I would knock him down a little bit just because he is, you know, only 6'7", which is crazy saying that. But we got guys like Nicholas Batum who are playing the small forward. You know what I mean? So he can shoot the ball with the best of them. Some people aren't the biggest fan of his release because it's a little bit slow. I still think it's great. I think it's nice. Seriously, a good option. Next, we have the Pink Diamond Julius Erving, who I think is just slightly worse than the Galaxy Opal. Like a really solid option. Again, the same negatives, obviously, that the Galaxy Opal has, but just slightly worse stats. So, really not that bad. And next, we have the Galaxy Opal Kiki Vandeweghe, who I think is absolutely amazing. One of the best shooters in the game. Can still play some pretty good defense, surprisingly. Amazing playmaking stats and super good finishing stats. Great badges. I love this card. I actually have to go and grind my ass off so I can actually go and try to get him myself on my account instead of just using him on other people's. I would seriously go ahead and pick up this Kiki Vandeweghe card on Triple Threat Online if you can today. He is so nice, like so nice. And as a free card, I definitely love that 2K added into the game. And then last but not least, we have Pink Diamond Bojan Bogdanovic, who is actually a pretty good card stats-wise, but his jump shot is absolutely atrocious. Trust me, it is bad. So we're throwing him in the C tier category. Let me know what you guys think about my list down in the comment section below. I think the small forward tier is probably one of the harder ones to rank because everybody's just so good. Like, everybody's so good in here. I mean, like, look at all of these cards, honestly, in all the way up to probably here. You know, right here, this line, I would probably use every single one of these cards, which I don't think I could say for a lot of the other lists. So, great cards here. Like if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys comment down below everything that you guys have problems with in my list. You guys always do. And subscribe if you guys are new on that road to 5.2K. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see y'all in the next video.